Hey, what's going on, you guys? Like the way you guys to the channel, it's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. Today we got one for the first episode of C from Apple TV. You know what I'm saying? Apple got the streaming service. They got the shows coming out. Probably gonna review the first episode of all of these shows, and the ones that I like, I'm probably gonna stick through with the series. And I actually did like so far. I know I'm gonna review like the next episode of C because I like this first episode. It's basically, hey, a few years ago, well, a couple thousand years ago, I don't know exactly how long it is or how far this is in the future. Virus hit, boom, people died, but the people who didn't die, it's like 2 million people who didn't die. They lost sight, and so now populations advance, well, not advanced, but like it continued to go, but and like the thought of people being able to see is just like a thing of the past, and people don't believe it was ever really a thing. And so Jason Momoa is a man in this village, and he's defending this village from these guys who are called the witch hunters because they heard this guy named Jormel. For the sake of that, it's George something. It's Jormel. Either way it go, he was a person who had the ability to see, and told people. It's kind of like, hey, he's a person who kind of like preached the word, like, hey, this isn't what the world always been. People used to be able to see. Everybody used to have that ability. And he slept with this woman. They had kids, and the kids are able to see. And so the witch hunters are on their way to the village to get them. And the girl is Jormamo. He's gone. He's long gone. We don't know where he's at. Jason Momoa's character is like took the woman in. I think it's kind of like his old lady now, and took the kids as his own. And so he, of course, he's here to protect his village, but the people in the village don't necessarily believe like, hey, this should be something we should be worried about because first of all, she's not a part of the village. If we give, maybe we should just give them the kids and like go on. But like no, for the most part, they fight. And then they realize, like, okay, we fought, but like we're heavily outmatched. We just have to leave. They didn't think it was a way, but it was a way. Everybody migrates. I'm giving you like a summary of the entire episode. I'm gonna go back and talk about some other stuff. They migrate to like the place Jormamo or whatever his name is. Told him to go to. Boom, new home. But he has to protect his children. And they didn't address the fact that the kids can see yet, but everybody else's eyes are white. Okay, because this is how they were born. Can't see, and everybody's eyes white, but the kids' eyes are black. And so that, and plus you see it in the trailer if you've seen the trailer to this thing. But I don't know exactly what it was about it. It's just like, to me, Jason Momoa kills these kind of roles. I don't know why he's always in them. Because like me personally, I would like to see a guy like a comedy because the guy's funny. But like these roles where it's like, get you kind of say barbaric. He say what you want. Like he plays them well. Like it's not a knock against him. He just plays those roles very very well, and you can tell in this. And it does seem like he's having a good time, and like he has his people behind him, and like you have these different other people. Then you have the witch hunters who are sent by this queen, who I think the first time we meet her is probably the strangest shit you ever see. She's she's masturbating while praying. People. She's masturbating and praying at the same time. She's talking to God while she's masturbating, people. It's crazy shit I've seen. Okay? And ain't nobody else see it, they probably can hear it. But I'm pretty sure if they saw her, be like, wait a minute, what are you doing, baby? That's not the way to go. But yeah, first episode, it was cool. Like I didn't, because I think I looked at the Rotten Tomato score, which I gotta stop doing because I realized like me and those people are hardly ever on the same accord. And it was like a 43. Just right in front of me, so it is at a 43. But then after I watched the first episode, I'm like, no, I dig this. Like it's very different. Do you know how hard it is to play freaking blind? You can see. So playing blind is very difficult. You have to pretend like you're looking for shit and you know it's right there. Come on, like that hard. This gotta be difficult. And like Alfred Wood is in it as well. Like she plays. Their senses are super heightened. Like, which I think something would happen. Like, yeah, most people, like most blind people, their other senses are heightened, and especially this thing's gonna develop over time. Cause you have people who can sense what somebody is feeling. Like if they have, excuse me, murderous intent. They can tell how many people are coming. They can tell like how far they are, how many clicks they are away. Like it's the way they're talking. Like it's all it makes so much sense. It's just like wow, this has got to be difficult. Like I used to like Charlie Cox when he used to play Daredevil. I'd just be like, wow, this guy has to really pretend to be blind, and he can see everything. Like, do you have to practice actually being blind to play blind? But it's it's insane. So I appreciate the show for that alone, And then I really dig where it's going. I mean, not where it's going, but like the potential it has because I have no idea where the show's going. I don't know how far it's gonna be before these kids get older. Or will they let the kids age, or is it gonna be babies the entire time? Like I don't know. But I'm interested to find out. So yeah, see on Apple TV. I say watch the first episode. If you don't like the first episode, probably drop it. But then I usually say give a show like 2 episodes. If it don't grab your attention by then drop it. But this first episode has grabbed my attention. So yeah, this is gonna be something I'm gonna be watching week. I think it's coming out weekly. I'm pretty sure everything comes out weekly now. So yeah, this is some a review you guys should be can be looking forward to every week. Once again, if you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the little notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a vid as well. And peace.